So, as some of you may know, I'm not as techie as a lot of you are when it comes to these videos. So, I'm going to do the best I can to show you, okay? Instead of it coming down on the screen, I'm just going to show you. And this is what I want you to see, okay? So, if you know who this person is, okay, don't say his name, anything like that. But I want to share a story with you guys, and I want you to, I'm going to share a story, but like I say, I'm going to do the best I can, you know, because this is my story at the end of the day, right? So, but if you know him, to my ex, you will know him, okay? And I want to show you something. I know we ain't spoken in a while, but I want to show you something, okay? So, this him, right? You see I don't know if you can see the date. That's 2017, it says, right? If you guys ever heard of COPD, okay. So, that was before, right, when he called me. And this is after. Okay, I want you to see that. Now, I'm going to tell you the story behind this picture, okay? So, as I mentioned, a lot of you may know him. He was actually like my best friend. More like a brother, okay? And, you know, so I'm gonna pretend like I'm just talking straight to my ex. So you know him, right? I know you never did like him, but he was my friend, early 20s, okay? Now, he had a girlfriend. I know I never told you the story, but he had a girlfriend. And his girlfriend, now at the time, you know, we're in our early 20s. We're living in Vegas, right? So at the time, you know, I was having fun, and not knowing who I am or who I was going to be, I'm living life. You know, I was a security officer. I worked at the casinos, you know, and also I played, so we met up. That's how we met, you know, at the dice table. Okay, you know, having fun and we're just kicking it. Now, keep in mind, y'all, my ex never did like him. I mean, never liked him. He'd pull up in this Camaro, you know, on 26, little bro, you know, he's from New Orleans, right? So, you know, I'm from Detroit. Hey, you know, and we just kind of clicked, you know, and as the years went by, now, to be honest with you, if you know me personally, you know that I don't too much care for strip clubs because I don't get aroused. Not to say anything wrong with strippers, okay? I didn't say I don't like. I'm saying, right? For me, it doesn't do anything for me because I don't know you. You dance all over me. So, but at the time, you know, my birthday, I'm maybe 22, 23, something like that, right? And bro pulled up, like, man, I'm taking you to the strip club. All right, I'm going. It's my birthday. Boom. Go to the strip club. It was cool, have fun. It was all right. But they give you matches or whatever. I don't know. At the time they had matches. And I went to the house. At the time I lived with my girlfriend. And I guess she smelled the strip club on me. I'm going to be honest with you or something. I don't know. And like, oh yeah, you was out with him, so I know you was this and that. I'm like, I didn't really even do nothing. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, we had a couple of drinks, watched or whatever, but I really didn't. I think, yeah, he paid for me a lap dance. It was cool, like I say, you know. So, boom, I go to the house. My ex, she smells the strip club on me. Okay, wait till I go to sleep, I guess, and go in my pocket and find the matches. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Just a horrible human being for going, you know, just I did all types of stuff, right? Boom. She kicks me out, right? So I go and bro, you got me kicked out, man. I need a place to stay, right? Well, prior to that, we was roommates. I'm gonna pause right there. Remember where I left off at, guys, right? Prior to that, he and I was roommates. Okay. Now his girl, the female that he was involved with, let's say that, she came over to our crib one day, and she left these like little beads. Okay. And at the time, I'm a security officer. Okay. That's my whole thing. I've been training, 2 decades, security, firearm, the whole 9, right? Training, right? Academies and everything. So please understand that about me. So I'm working, I work in a casino, I got another job, right? So I'm working with 2 jobs. We both work in 2 jobs. And she comes over, kicking with us or whatever. And then one day, she leaves these beads on the kitchen counter. Now, I don't know nothing about the beads, or I don't know about this time, but I can tell you what it was doing. It was draining our energies. And I'm like, bro, I'm tired. And he like, man, I'm tired too, bro. Like we was draining. And something told me to get those beads out of the house immediately. The little bracelet beads or whatever. And she left them on the counter. They've been sitting there for like 2 or 3 days. So I go and I throw them away. I just took them out, and actually I just threw them, opened the door and just threw them straight out. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's exactly what I did with them. And we noticed that we got our energy back. Like we felt better. So when bro brought it up to her, right, about the bees, she laughed and said, oh yeah, it was draining your energy. Isaiah has a lot of energy, whatever. And thought it was funny. At the time, I just kind of like looked past it, because it wasn't funny to me. You know what I mean? But I really didn't know too much. All I know is, as a kid, God or whatever. So I really didn't have no relationship. I thought I didn't at the time, right? Like, she thought it was funny. Boom. Now, I'm going to speed back up to me living with my girl, right? And she kicks me out for going to the strip club with him. Now, bro, I need somewhere to stay. He's living with her, but I'm cool with him, So he like, yeah, old girl said, yeah, bro, you're welcome over here. Boom. And, she got to talk to me about, like, man, your girlfriend don't really even know what type of guy she really has. You're not like that. It's not. I said, I know. But I tried to explain to her, but she don't listen to me. So me and her was, we was cool. She'd go out with us every time, sometimes, often. I'm the cook, okay? I love to cook. If you know anything about me, I love to cook, right? So I'm cooking, So I say, bro, I need to stay with you until my apartment or whatever get ready or whatever. At the time, it was a studio. My little studio get ready, right? It'll be ready in a week or something. Boom. I hurry up back. Now, my first day over there, we out. We're sitting on the balcony, right? We all having a drink or whatever. And she mentioned about chopping chickens and some ritual about chopping chickens, and it'll make us rich. Now, I ain't know nothing about all God, all like that, but still, it didn't seem right. I'm not doing it, okay? Nah, I declined the offer. She's like, no, Isaiah, this really works, and this and that. Now keep in mind, you're living in Vegas, money is really, you know what I mean? So, no, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, I only listened to like a couple gospel songs. I remember as my mother used to play like gospel songs. And so I think like the next day, her attitude changed towards me. Like, I noticed a little attitude change, but I'm welcome. I'm the cook. So you wake up, you got French toast, eggs and cheese and toast, omelets, bell peppers, onions, it's looking good, smelling good. You got the bacon frying. Oh yeah, right? I'm hooking it up because that's what I like to do. So she wakes up and she, everybody's happy. They're about to eat, a good breakfast. Hey, what y'all want? Let me know. I'm going to make it. Boom. Oh, yeah. Who wants that? Bet. Oh, no. I'm making it. They got the strawberries on top. I like to do like little strawberries on top of my French toast. Anyway, right, y'all? So what happened first was me and bro, we was watching a football game, right? And in my head, I seen the kicker missing the ball and falling. I said, you know what would be crazy? Because he didn't want that kicker to make that field goal. I don't remember what team or whatever, but that's what I do remember. I say, bro, wouldn't it be funny if he twisted his ankle while he was kicking and he missed the field goal? He started laughing like, yeah, that would be, and then it happened. Okay. That was the first little thing that happened. And that kind of spooked us out a little bit. Boom. So he told, I don't think we even told her about it. Okay. The next day, I was sitting, before I pulled up in the complex, I seen an all pink SUV in my head. I mean, everything was pink, right? I've never seen an SUV. I'm like, okay, why am I seeing this? I pulled in and come to find out, right? I pulled in and all pink SUV went past me. So my eyes immediately got watery. Immediately. That I was just thinking that, and then that happened, right? So after that happened, I went and I told bro, I said, bro, I seen an all pink SUV in my head. Boom, right? And so she's standing there. She was there. And she was like, basically, my powers. She said something about my powers and her powers are conflicting or something. I didn't really understand that mine is more getting something, right? Like turned up, you know what I mean? And from being there in the same household, I didn't understand that. Then one day, I'm in the kitchen and I'm about to cook. They got one of those cabinets and walk through. You open it up and go in there. You walk right in and grab whatever. As I was grabbing some type of seasoning or something, I happened to look and I seen a picture. And it was a picture of a guy, I should say that, and she had squash around him and like a candle burning, like the wax burning. I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, oh girl, I said her name. What's that about? She told me she was a witch and she's doing a spell, right? She even put out the witch book and everything. Okay, so now I'm a little bit, and it was so sad that I still think about it to this day. That guy probably had no idea that she was doing that to him. So, right? Now, remember, that's the same friend I showed you the pictures of in the beginning. Okay? This is before the pictures. So we're good. Boom. Now she's like, Isaiah gotta go. She wanted me to. One day she asked me, "Oh yeah, where's Jay? Where's your bro?" I don't know. And even if I did know, I won't tell you. That's not my place to be telling you where this man is at. You need to call his phone. I don't care if I'm living with you or not. This is just what it is, right? So that happened. That's cool. So she's like, okay, you know what? Now, you know, Isaiah has to go. Okay. Like, and just so happened, my little studio happened to be ready. Boom. She was all upset about me not telling her where, you know, my bro is. Okay. Now, to my ex. Remember when you came to Virginia with me, right? Your name I'm talking about starts with a G. Remember when you came to Virginia with me? And the reason why we left is because I had a dream. I had a dream that the tunnel broke and it was like water. And I know your mother remembered it because I was right there when you was on the phone. You had called her and said, Isaiah and I, we're coming back because of this. So the mama got the kind of wondering, what is this? As soon I had the dream, we turned on the news, the first thing that was on the TV, and they was talking about the crack in the tunnel. She said, Mama, Isaiah just had a dream. But before that, remember, I'm talking to my ex. We worked at the casino, right? And I called you because I was coming to pick you up from your job. And as I was leaving the casino, a vision of a car, a burgundy car, showed up in my head and crashed into me. And I called you and I told you, I say, G, I don't want to come get you because I just seen that a car accident. Like, I just described to her what happened. She's like, boy, you better come get me. I went. Boom. The same color car that I seen. I called her. Now, I haven't spoke to her in years. Hopefully, she see this video and confirm and say, this is true. No matter how you may feel about me, whatever happened, you know. And I know you notice all the change. You know, I may talk to you maybe 4 or 5 years ago or something like that. But, you know, I'm not the same, of course. This is, you know, my early 20s. So, yeah, right? So, that happens. So, you know, her mom was like, man, what is, I'm not really knowing. And as I worked at the casino, her mother, you know, she's a really nice lady, okay? Really nice lady. If I ever see her, Miss P, I want to give you a hug because you're amazing, okay? So she was like, you know, I'm security, right? So she comes on a little machine. He said, where do you think I should sit? And I tell her, you should sit right here. You know, my little thingy, I called it a thingy at the time. Didn't know what it was. My thingy saying, you know what I mean? I'm feeling this machine right here. She won. She hit. Boop. She did it again. It happened again. She asked me, I said, where should I sit? It took her a little minute this time. But, you know, I heard the bell go off, Miss P. I just didn't come up there. I didn't want to be around, you know, that's for you, right? So now her mother got to be thinking like, Isaiah is something. He's some type of spiritual something, right? Okay. Now, I'm talking to my ex's mother on this one and my ex. Now, remember when Maria was coming over for dinner, right? And it was you, Christian, Mauricio, right? Miss P, and your brother, who was all in the living room. All in the living room. And Maria was coming over, I think for dinner or something like that. And I said, I don't remember the exact number, you guys, but for example purposes, I said 4:48. I said 4:48. Maria is going to knock on the door. Now, at the time, it had to be like, you know, noon or something like that, or like maybe like 1 or something, you know. So everybody was like kind of quiet, almost like they didn't hear me, but they heard me, and was like, why did he say, you know, 48? So in the living room, around 4:46, we all got in the living room, and it was on 4:46, 4:47. As soon as 4:48 hit, oh, here's boom, 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 boom. Everybody was like, oh my goodness, right? Like I did, like I'm like, I told you she'd be here before 4:48. Now at the time, I'm not knowing, guys. This is why in my video you hear me say it's been over close to a decade for my training. Now, this was happening in my mid-20s now, right? So I'm not really paying everything no attention, but I'm noticing, you know how you look back in life and say, man, I'm thinking about these little different things. Okay? So, I'm breaking it down to you. So, then that happens. Man, that was just, so I didn't know at the time it was angels speaking to me, telling me these things. And it appeared as if it was my own thought. It would be in my head, okay? So this happens. Now, combined it all up. This was before, right? Now, combine it all up to speed back up to the moment where I had to go. I left. Damn, bro. You know? And I wondered about him. And I said, you know what? After a certain amount of time will pass, I'm leaving Vegas. Left. Okay. Maybe about a year or so. I'm not sure exactly when, right? That picture I showed you, before and after, he called me. Okay. Now when he's calling me, he's breathing. He's breathing all. Man, what's up with you, bro? You calling me like bro? He got COPD. Now, for those who don't know what that is, I guess that's some type of breathing disorders, something like that. And he got to be hooked up to all his machines. Right? Now, I'm in another state, but I got closer to Jesus. He knew about it. He knew, right? You know, God, I believe God already has spoke to me like certain things, and so he knew. Like we talked a few times or whatnot, right? Like that. So it wasn't just he called me, right? I want you guys to understand that, okay? So he got COPD. I hope I'm saying it right. And he's breathing all like this, talking like this, bro. I need you to go to your God. I need you to go to Jesus for a prayer. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Like, right? Like, what happened? You know? You wouldn't tell me. He told me and that he was about to die. So I go to Jesus. Okay? I go to Jesus. And even though you probably tried to curse me, right? And God is showing me what happened, that it missed me and circled back around. That could have been. I don't know for sure. But my God, he was talking about, he was raised up Christian too, but he got to talking all crazy about some other religion. I don't know whatever you want to call it, but it wasn't Christianity. And it wasn't about my God. my Jesus. But he knew. I don't know if she told him something about, Isaiah's been here, my powers are not working. It's just she mentioned that. She said, my powers are not working because Isaiah's in the house. He's got to go. These type of words are like running through my head. Plus I had dreams, plus, so as I moved to another state, right? All this is replaying over in my head, right? It's all replaying in my head. And so now I'm like, wait a minute. Who am I? What am I? Right? But the truth of the matter is, God was showing me. Okay? Now, I went to Jesus. Like I tell you in my videos, right? It's a serious relationship between Jesus and I, because I love him with my whole heart. Some people say these things. Let me tell you about my love and my loyalty to Jesus. Okay? And my God. If a mark of a beast come out, they say you got to get a 666 stamp on you in order to eat. Guess what? I'm dead. I'm dying of starvation. Or either I'm going to the woods. And honestly, going to the woods now these days don't sound too bad. Okay, and I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm eating off the land. See, and God knows that about me. He knows loyalty is everything. But I'm going to be honest with you, and you may not want to hear this. Some of you would take that mark because, I understand your circumstances. You got kids and this and that, right? And my kids ain't going to be eating, and I talked to my friends that had kids about that. Like, what would you do? Right? And, it got quiet. Yeah. But me, okay, no better than anyone. Me personally, God knows that I mean what I say. I'll never get a mark of the beast on me anywhere. So I'm dead. That's what I mean. I'll die this way. God knows that. And I think he appreciates your loyalty towards him. Those who are extremely loyal to God, like in Jesus, don't think God don't understand that. God can't read your heart. Listen to me. God reads your heart. He knows your heart. He knows your heart is pure. Yeah. You mean no evil. No. Right? And that's what the Holy Spirit is attracted to. You see? That's what the Holy Spirit is attracted to your heart. I can go in here and I can rest in this person's body and be all right. Because it's pure. Not about anything that you've done or did. No. Your heart. Okay? So you could be walking around in the spiritual world. I'm just giving you an example. In your heart, in the spiritual world, it looks red to them when they see it and it comes out. But in the spiritual world, it's probably gold, all gold. And so that's how the enemy, and that's how you're identified in the spiritual world. Oh, don't mess with this person. This person belongs to God. God, I mean, like to Jesus, or don't, can cast these type of spells and that. Can you get hit by those spells, Christians? I'm going to be honest with you. You will. And you can. You can get hit. I got hit. I don't know about you. And I don't want to speak that, but all I can do is tell you, and you hear me tell you, all I can do is tell you the truth. Honestly. You can get hit from them. But I'm still here. And to my homeboy's ex, or I don't know if, I haven't heard from him in about 5 or 6 years. And if you're watching this video, Brody, let me know that you're all right. But the before and after, so the COPD, right? I went to Jesus about it. And Jesus gave me a message. God, after Jesus, God told me he was going to send Jesus for this mission. Okay? But God is going to hold him accountable. Because he said that he was going to give his life to Christ, this and that. He played that role with me. Like, bro, you know, I really mean it. I need Jesus. I need your help. Okay. But God gave me a message at the same time to give him. And bro, if you're still alive and you're watching this, tell other people that it's true. That God said that he's going to heal you. But if you go back to who you was serving, he's going to kill you. All right, bro. Bro, God told me to make sure you understand that. So, a miracle happened. It was rapidly. It happened rapidly. I think within like the same week, rapidly. I'm not sure exactly how long, guys, but rapidly, a miracle happened. And that was that. He said, bro, Jesus came through. Yo, God came through. Nah, man, you messing with me, bro. Send me a picture. That's the picture. The second one. Of after. No, it happened for real. He said, nah, bro, I'm good. Like, I may have talked to him maybe a couple of more times. And I ain't heard from him ever since. So, if you're out there and you are watching this video, bro, you know, I hope you're all right. But I hope you didn't go back on your word. Because my God does not go back on his word. Yeah. And hopefully to his girlfriend or ex, so if you're watching this video, I hope that you really change your ways. Okay. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys, but this is what I mean. I'm trying to break it down to you guys of what I mean when I say certain things in my video, so you can kind of catch up and understand. Okay, well, wait a minute. This guy just didn't come up out of nowhere and just start talking on the camera. No. All that time, guys, was my training to hear angels training. They was prepping me. I had no idea. So I'm sharing my story with you in case you, the viewer, are going through similar things and have no idea what's going on. God is prepping you. He's prepping you. Okay? So I just kind of wanted to share a little bit about me with you guys. And if you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share. And do me a favor, leave a comment. Let me know. Until next time.